You made it to 70. That's a victory in itself. But here's the thing. What got you here won't always keep you here. And I'm not just talking about diet or exercise. I'm talking about silent habits that seem harmless, but chip away at your well-being every single day. They sneak in quietly, settle into your routine, and before you know it, they're running the show. Your doctor may not bring them up, your family might not notice, but the damage? That builds up whether you see it or not. Let's start with the first habit. It sounds innocent, even comforting. But it's not. It's sitting too long. I know rest is important. After 70, your body demands more recovery. But here's the trap. Sitting becomes the default. Watching TV, reading, eating, even phone calls, all sitting. But your circulation, it slows down. Your muscles, they weaken. Your joints, they stiffen. And the longer you sit, the harder it gets to move. That's not laziness. That's physiology. The body was built for motion. When motion stops, systems shut down. Digestion, mood, memory, they all take a hit. It doesn't have to be exercise. Just stand up every 30 minutes, walk to the window, stretch your arms, march in place during commercials. Little acts, big impact. Now the second habit, one that creeps in quietly and pretends to be wisdom. It's avoiding new things. After 70, there's comfort in the familiar. The same chair, the same route to the store, the same recipes. But routine is a double-edged sword. While it keeps life manageable, it can also shrink your world. And when your world shrinks, so does your brain. Studies show that novelty, even tiny doses, triggers brain growth. A new language, a different card game, rearranging furniture. It all keeps your neurons firing. The brain doesn't retire at 70. It rewires. But only if you give it something new to chew on. The best antidote to memory loss? Curiosity. Here's the third habit. This one stings because it's wrapped in love. It's saying yes to everything your family asks. Babysit the grandkids? Sure. Drive someone to the airport? Of course. Help with a last-minute move? Absolutely. Generosity feels good. But constant giving without boundaries leads to burnout. And burnout in your 70s doesn't look like it did in your 40s. It shows up as fatigue, confusion, resentment, and health crashes. Saying no isn't selfish. It's strategic. It's preserving your energy so you can say yes to the things that truly light you up. You can't pour from an empty cup, especially not at 70. Now, the fourth habit is subtle. It's neglecting your water intake. You've heard the advice. Drink water. Stay hydrated. But after 70, your sense of thirst dulls. You don't feel parched until it's too late. And mild dehydration at this age causes more than dry lips. It affects your balance, your memory, your mood. It raises your risk of falls. It makes your medications less effective. Your kidneys have to work harder. Yet it's so easy to skip. Coffee counts, right? Tea? Not quite. You need pure water, not gallons. Just steady sips through the day. Fill a pitcher in the morning. Keep it visible. And most importantly, drink before you feel thirsty. Your future self will thank you. Here comes the fifth habit. This one is awkward. No one likes to talk about it. But it's avoiding the bathroom when you need to go. Maybe the walk feels too far. Maybe you're out in public. Maybe it's just not urgent. So you hold it. You wait. You forget. And you do it again. But the bladder? It's not a storage unit. Holding urine too long can lead to infections, kidney problems, and even incontinence down the line. It's not about weak muscles. It's about bad timing. Make bathroom visits part of your routine, not a last resort. Go before you leave the house. Go before bed. Listen to your body. Respect the signals. Don't train yourself to ignore them. Finally, the sixth habit, the one that's hardest to see in yourself. It's talking about pain like it's normal. You say, "Oh, it's just age. My knees always ache. My back's been stiff for years. My sleep's terrible, but that's life." That resignation, it's dangerous. Because pain is information, and brushing it off means missing what your body's trying to tell you. Sometimes it's fixable. Other times, it's manageable. But never should it be ignored. Your 70s are not the end of vitality. They're just a different version of it. Don't settle for suffering. Advocate. Ask questions. Get second opinions. You deserve comfort, not just survival. These 6 habits don't shout. They whisper. That's what makes them tricky. They become background noise. But when you bring them into the spotlight, everything starts to change. You feel more energized, more capable, more in control. And here's the good news. You don't have to fix them all at once. Pick one, the one that struck a nerve. Start there, then build. And if you're wondering which one to start with, go back to the chair. Stand up, walk to the sink. Pour yourself a glass of water. You've just knocked out 2 in less than a minute. That's how momentum begins. Quietly, consistently, and with more power than you think. Now that you've got the basics in motion, it's time to go deeper. Because here's the thing. After 70, it's not just about cutting bad habits. It's about reclaiming control, your time, your energy, your joy. And to do that, we need to talk about a few more traps that don't look harmful at first glance. But give them time, and they can quietly steal your strength, your spark, and sometimes even your independence. Let's start with something most people don't even realize they're doing. It's skipping protein. You might think you're eating enough. A little toast here, a bowl of soup there, maybe a small salad for lunch. But the truth is, your body needs more protein now than it did at 40. Why? Because muscle loss speeds up after 70. And muscles aren't just about strength. They keep your balance steady. They protect your bones. They help you get up from a chair or climb stairs without gasping. Without enough protein, your muscles shrink, slowly, quietly. And once you lose too much, it's hard to rebuild. Add protein to every meal. Eggs, beans, fish, nuts. Even a spoon of peanut butter on toast can make a difference. This isn't about bodybuilding. It's about life building. Here's another one. And this might hit a little close to home. It's keeping your worries to yourself. Maybe you don't want to burden your kids. Maybe your friends are dealing with their own problems. Maybe you think, what's the point in complaining? So you keep it in. The money stress, the health scare, the loneliness. But bottling it up doesn't make it disappear. It just piles up. And that stress, it settles in your body. It messes with your sleep, your digestion, even your immune system. Talking is medicine, even if it's just to a friend over tea, even if it's to a journal or a therapist. You don't have to carry everything alone. You've carried enough already. Next, let's talk about screens. I know, screens are everywhere. The TV, the phone, the tablet. It's how we stay connected, informed, entertained. But the hidden danger isn't what's on the screen. It's what it replaces. Screens push out real light, natural movement, human contact. And over time, too much screen time leads to weaker vision, poor sleep, and less social interaction. Especially if you fall into the trap of watching TV late into the night, or scrolling through the news until your heart's racing. You don't have to give up screens. Just give them boundaries. Shut them down an hour before bed. Balance them with time outside if you can, or time spent talking to someone in person. Real faces do more for your brain than any app ever could. And now we're going to touch on something delicate. It's neglecting your feet. Sounds silly, right? But after 70, your feet are like the foundation of your house. If they're off, everything's off. Corns, bunions, cracked heels, poor-fitting shoes, all of it changes how you walk. That throws off your balance. It hurts your knees, your back, even your neck. But here's the truth. Most foot problems are preventable and treatable. Don't ignore that ache. Don't settle for shoes just because they're easy to put on. Get your feet measured. See a podiatrist if needed. Clip those nails carefully, and every so often, treat them to a warm soak. Healthy feet keep you mobile, and mobility is freedom. We're almost there. But this next one is important. Maybe the most overlooked habit of all. It's skipping fun, real fun. Not errands, not chores, not watching other people have fun on a screen. I'm talking about something that makes you laugh, makes you lose track of time, makes you feel like yourself again. The older we get, the more we start prioritizing practicality. We stop dancing. We stop playing. We stop getting silly. But joy is not a luxury. It's a necessity. It boosts immunity, sharpens memory, keeps depression at bay. When's the last time you did something just because it made you smile? Not because it was healthy or helpful or productive, just fun. If you can't remember, it's time. Make room for joy. Schedule it if you have to. Your soul needs it more than your calendar does. And finally, here's one that's a bit sneaky. It's letting your world get too quiet. After 70, especially if you live alone, silence can become the background music of your life. And while peace is beautiful, too much quiet can dull your senses. It can make the days blur together. It can pull you inward in ways that start to feel heavy. Don't underestimate the power of sound. Music you love. Conversations. Birdsong through an open window. Even the hum of a busy coffee shop. These things keep your brain engaged. They signal life. They keep loneliness from sinking in. Fill your space with sound. Your favorite radio station. A phone call with an old friend. A playlist of songs from your 20s. Let the silence know it's not the only voice in the room. So there you have it. 6 more habits that often fly under the radar. They don't come with warning labels, but they matter. Because this stage of life isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. And that means being intentional about how you move, what you eat, who you talk to, what you enjoy. These aren't small tweaks. They're life changers, quiet revolutions. And if you're still here, you're part of the 5% who don't just listen. You act. That's rare. That's powerful. That's exactly what this chapter of life needs. Not perfection, not hustle, just presence. And a little bit of mischief doesn't hurt either. Now go drink your water, call someone you miss, and for the love of your knees, change those shoes. You've still got so much life left in you. Make it count. And hey, if this video hit home, don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button. We've got more honest, helpful wisdom coming your way. The kind no one else tells you, but you'll be glad you heard.